Good morning, everybody. I don't think the rain's finished with us yet, but it's been raining every day now for ages. Anyway, some more stuff turned up. Again, from PLE Computers up in Perth. Again, this video is not sponsored in any way, and all this stuff was paid for by me. Okay, so we're going to unbox these two off screen and show you what we got. This one obviously is a budget computer case. Let me turn some lights on here. It's a deep cool matrix version free, or matrix 55 version free, deep cool, and it's a very budget, because I'm trying to keep this build budget where I can. I'm spending money on the parts I need to spend the money on, and I'm trying to keep the rest of it as budget as I can. Okay, so when I say it's a middle of the range budget computer, I'll give you a full price breakdown on all the items when all the items get here, but I don't think they're all here yet. I need to open that box and have a look. Okay, so that's what the case looks like. All right, now it comes with some fans. And they're fine. You can leave those fans in there if you want. I haven't made up my mind. I'm probably going to replace them. I did order some fans for it. Now up the top where the radiator mounts, this is actually a magnetic filter. And at the back, as you can see, I won't be doing it, but the new flavour is to mount your graphics card standing upwards like this in the front here. And this has got room to allow you to do that if you want to do that. You can see there. I won't be doing that. All in all, you know, I mean, it looks like a real nice, tidy case. All right, I took their old fans out, and when I spin these and put them to my ear, I can hear what sounds like a sleeve bearing. In these ones here, they've got what's called a rifle bearing, and that's is a lubricated, it sits in oil. It's a fluid rifle bearing that's inside these ones. And when I spin them and put them to my ear, there's absolutely no noise at all. There we go. Let's have a quick look at the motherboard today, people. It's a Tough Gaming B560 plus Wi-Fi. There it is there. I've already got it sitting on the radiator, the pump support, the heatsink support. I've just got to finish fitting that. It comes with now this is a 1200 series motherboard. That means it'll take both 10 and 11th gen CPUs, this one will. Now this M.2 slot here and this video card slot here, if you use the 11th generation Intel CPU, they will become 4.0s. At the moment, that and that is 3.0. This one over here, there's two M.2s over there, they're also 3.0. But if you use the 11th gen CPU, which after I did my research and being a computer user worked out they were probably a waste of sand, which is why I'm going for the 10th generation. Yeah, I'll only have, these will be 3s for me, 3, 3rd gen instead of 4th gen. That's fine. Like I say, later on, if they improve the 11th gen and come out with maybe an 11.5 with the right amount of cores and everything else in it, then I might switch. Hey everyone, Siggy's over there making lunch. While she's doing that, we got the motherboard in. I got the standoffs in for the water cooler, and Siggy just made me a fresh cuppa. Good on you, darling. Thank you, dear. And we got the back plate on. Okay, now before we go any further, we're going to put the power supply in. Can I have a sharp knife, love, or can you come over and cut this tape for me? And just flick that open. Now we got to put the power supply in because we have to run some of the cables at the top. Okay, this is a step-by-step process. Before we can put the water cooler and everything in, we've actually got to run some cables to the motherboard. Thank you, dear. So now I like these, okay, because they don't come with a whole heap of cables already attached. You use the cables you want to use, and that's it. Okay. Excuse me while I do that. Now on the back of the power supply, it's got a eco switch, power on off. At 750, and you go through, work out what cables you want, plug them in before you slot the power supply in. It's a bit tricky if you try and plug them in afterwards, but there's cables here for everything you can imagine, even even these old ones, which we won't be using. Oh, lovely. Oh, look at that. There's even a tester. So you can test if your power supply is bad. You plug your power supply into that. And that'll tell you if it's bad or not. What else we got here? Oh, they've got 4 screws and they're black. Okay. So that's where we're up to with the build. All right, so there it is. Power supply's down there. Now it hasn't got any M.2 drives in it. The GPU or the graphics card my son's got. As you can see, I've already removed the slots for that. And the CPU and the M.2 drive is not here yet. Not sure when it's going to be here, but anyway, it's put together. It's got the RAM sticks in, it's got the standoffs all put in and mounted. And they do have special washers that take up any slack in the motherboard that nobody tells you that you need to use. Okay, some motherboards you will, some you won't, depends on the thickness of them. We had to use them here. The fans are all a nice fit. With this motherboard and this configuration, I could not have fitted a 280 in there, I don't think. Maybe at the front I could have put one, I could have put a 3, whatever they are, 360 or whatever they are, in the front, but that's a bit overkill for this. For the configuration I'm going to have it in. Alright, YouTube, there it is. Minus the, like I said, CPU, the M.2 hard drive that goes here, and the GPU, the graphics card that goes here, and another M.2 that comes down in here. But she's all plugged in, all wired, all ready to go. The SATA cable, which powers the pump in the cooling head, it also powers the LEDs and everything there. Is all plugged. Everything's plugged in. It's just basically waiting for the other parts to turn here for me to turn on and go yippee. Oh bugger, I wonder which pin I did wrong down the bottom, because my eyes being old eyes and the very fine markings they put on these motherboards, and you can only put these pins in when the motherboard's mounted. By jingers, it's hard, especially when all the wires covers the writing. Maybe they need large print motherboards for us oldies, eh? Anyway, that's it. It's fairly crowded at the top up there, but there's nothing rubbing, so it should all be good. And yeah, loving it. All right, keep safe everyone. Bye for now.